Gotcha, man. So you are actually a teacher.
Yeah, right. Teacher. So I go from being an asshole. So you're a teacher.
So you're a teacher, teaching kids, right?
You're a teacher. Yes, I am a substitute teacher. I was a full-time teacher at a certain school here in town, but I will not. I just don't want to teach them anymore.
Absolutely.
Fuck them.
Are they doomed?
No,
Are they
political? No. They're great. We love them.
I just want
actually why I live.
I want to know your point of view, though. Is there things in school, and obviously me and Mick are going to have a conversation about this as well. Are there things in school that you think that are unnecessary that you teach, and you're like, why? And there's stuff that you feel that you need to teach, and they're not?
I will start with the need tos. Honestly, kids nowadays are, I have to say, socially stupid.
Okay.
The lack of taxes.
Retard, y'all.
Say some names, though. I'm just playing.
Yeah,
right.
Which kid?
Say it. You know who you are. No. Like we had senior survival, which when I went through senior survival was actually somewhat of a decent program. This is early 2000s, where they taught you the basic skills of filling out resumes, job forms, taxes, that kind of stuff. It's great. It's common knowledge. Now it's just a bunch of, and again, political
End of late age, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And now it's they get back to political correctness. I'm trying to find the right words to say right now. So it goes back to the fact that kids nowadays are idiots. They come out,
right?
And I'll use my niece for example. I love my niece to death, and I'm not trying to pick on you directly, but then again, I can.
Yes.
Yes, I have. So
your real son.
Fucking amen. So after she graduated, she woke up the next day and she realized that life hit. Honestly, she got a little teary-eyed. Honestly, yes, life fucking sucks. You're 18 years old. School is done. What do you do now? You have...
When shit gets real.
I know, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And it's not just her, it's a lot of the kids that came out. They have no job experience, no skills, they have nothing, and then you're left with a market here, especially in this town, where you have to have a job, but you need experience to get a job. You have experience to get the job to begin with. So you're stuck in this catch, which is an endless cycle of just, what the fuck, honestly, it sucks. Yes, I know. And I'm stuck in the same loop myself when it comes to trying to get a better paying job. And I've left and traveled, but these kids have no skills. They have absolutely nothing to go with. Things I really wish they'd bring back too was home ec. Home ec was amazing. Yes, call it what you want for the guys that said it was a sissy class. Truthfully, that's the best place to get some food, man. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, come on. Home ec food was amazing.
Yeah.
A proper auto hobby shop in school, a proper woodworking shop in school, a proper job skills in school, because kids nowadays, they are just complete idiots.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. You know what I also think that they 100% need is like a credit card class.
That's
yes.
Serious.
Yeah. Because we're not balancing checks anymore.
They're like, no, 18 years old. Like, here's a credit card.
Yeah.
You know what I did the first time with my credit card? Dumbest shit ever. I literally was like, hey, I'm gonna buy a Coca-Cola, or hey, because I'm in Germany at the time, we don't have regular TV. So I'm like, hey, I can't wait to watch Ghost Hunter Season 3. Hey, guess what? It was horrible, all right? And I spent so much money on that shit. So I literally probably spent like $1,000 on the credit card, right?
I wish.
And so I got hit with like 3...
On Ghost Hunters, though?
Not just on Ghost Hunters.
I'm sorry.
That'd be crazy if I was like, Ghost Hunters is the fucking shit, man.
No wonder you wanted to talk about ghouls.
Yeah. All these ghouls and ghosts. Nah, but so I spent...
Inside joke, sorry, guys.
Yeah. So I spent that money, and the next thing though, like I was like, I don't have to pay him back, and I remember
yes, it's called credit.
and I had no idea what that was really. I just
Sounds
thought it was.
simple, but
I
you
was
didn't
like,
know, yeah.
all I heard was you don't go to jail. So I was like, cool. And so then obviously like they took like any tax like refund I was getting, they took all of it. Like they ate it up.
Here's $1,000, but you owe the government.
Oh, I spent like three some grand over $1,000. But Ghost Hunter Season 3, y'all. It was great.
They should act out like real scenarios, like, hey, you're home, your wife's crying, the stove's on, and yeah, your lights are about to come off, and the dog just pooped on the floor. What do you do next?
Welcome to real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to real life.
That would be the name of the class.
What you don't do is you don't go to the fridge and grab the beer out first and foremost, or depending on how far.
That's your second thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your second thing. First,
That was all
That would be the first thing.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Fuck the kid. Get the Bud Light.
First things first, you figure out why the wife is crying.
Bro, I'm so dumb. I'm over here overthinking. I'd probably start doing long division. Like, I don't know what to do here.
Why would you be that guy? What? No, you wouldn't.
Because that's how school brainwashed me. You know, I
Yeah,
don't
right.
know what to do.
So you're telling me there's a
Why is
fire
she crying?
shootout and you're like,
One
I
plus
can't wait to
one
see
is-
what 42 divided by 3 is. I don't believe you. I don't believe
No,
you.
but I'm just saying, like, putting that scenario of being in school, like, that's what they teach you. They don't teach you that. So what you know is long division.
I'm trying to go with what they shouldn't be teaching. A few teachers have griped about the Common Core way back in the day, and honestly, 1 plus 1 is 2. No, if you're wrong, you little shit. You know, now
I really think they should just stop at, multiplication. And if you want to do, like, multiplication, division, all that stuff, simple math. But if you want to get into, like, trigonometry and all that other stuff I can't
When numbers
pronounce.
become letters.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Then
that should be electoral.
You know what
like,
makes
hey,
it-
That's my point.
do you want to be a scientist?
But see, what
That's
makes us
my
better,
point,
honestly,
yes.
what makes us better
That's
is
what I was trying to say,
I'm
yeah.
actually a math teacher. So it makes it
And
so,
what grade 2?
6 through 12.
Oh, so you're
So you
teaching
teach
all-
everything I
Yes,
hate.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you can't hack it, man.
But that's not what Nick
Wait,
just
can we
said.
ask
and what
that
I
question?
agree with.
Can we say like
It is valuable.
But is it valuable to the majority?
Boom. That's
Okay.
my point.
No, but here's the thing.
That's it.
No.
I've not used trigonometry today.
Neither have I to
Exactly.
an extent. But it'll help a kid process things. Yes, it's mind stimulation.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of kids nowadays who have fidget spinners and who have whatever else, and their mind's not stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I take fidget spinners. I think those things are stupid, and I'll take them and I'll put just this freakishly long Goodwill Hunting math problem in front of them and says, you know what? There's your fidget spinner. Have fun.
It's not gonna make you want to do it.
But here's the thing.
The problem is what you say.
No.
Yeah.
But that's you as an individual. There are some kids that'll be like, challenge accepted, asshole. And I had a kid tell me that one day. I had a kid that would not sit still. He was a fidgety little person. I'm out of that school anymore, but he's a fidgety little person.
You almost cussed out a kid.
Would not be the first time. Anyways.
And not to sound bad here, but was he autistic?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
There are limitations, again, when it comes to the sensitivity and the political correctness, when it comes to some things, yes. So I pick on everybody to an extent, but the things that are off limits to me are people that are legitimately special needs.
Okay, no,
Not
in an offense way.
why would you pick on them? You're an asshole.
No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not even picking on that. No, that was just a question I was asking. The reason why is because you do. Like
I
there's a
know.
lot of people like my
That need it,
family's
yeah.
dealt with it,
I
who
got you.
are great with mathematics or just great in a certain thing that they hyper focus on.
No, this kid was just a wound up little person. He was what he was. But he would sit, he would put his head down, everything else. He wasn't autistic. He just came from a relatively screwed up household. But good kid now. But he would sit there and he would fidget. He would play. He would he was bored. Is what it was. He was not challenged by the math. And I gave him this crazy Goodwill Hunting math problem. And he got about halfway through it. I was thoroughly surprised. Like it was one of those things to where but it took him about a good 20 minutes or so roughly, and he did it. It was amazing. I loved it.
Right.
So I found something to keep him calm.
I get what you're saying.
But is that
challenge.
but is that still the majority? That's what I'm getting to.
I get what you're saying.
No, but it's to the kids. So there are certain kids, and you can tell that they drop off at certain grade levels. There are certain kids you can tell they drop off at just their mindsets are just gone at certain times. And honestly, more power to those kids. I do give them props, credit, whatever else, mad dopes, whatever. It's great. But then you have the kids who want to be challenged, who want to do things.
Of course.
And again, when it comes to wanting to teach, what you want to teach and what you don't want to teach anymore. But unfortunately, you have standardized testing, which is the stupidest thing in the world.
That's another one of my points.
I know, it's dumb.
I'll repeat what he just said, though, because I like what he said. He said it better than I did. Like, if you want to be a scientist or get into things like that,
do your thing.
Yes, go into that field that adds more math. But if you're like I'm with children, I don't need geometry.
Oh well, that's what I was into. Like
Why
do I need to have this to get a college credit?
Because you do, and I'm not trying to.
Of course you do, but why? That's my point.
Okay, so because again, it's problem solving. It's one of the and you don't actually think about it until it actually happens to where you might be forced with certain situations. Yes, it's not math, but you have to think of a problem or have to solve something quickly. and it has nothing to do with math, has nothing to do with science or quadratic equations or anything else, but you had that mind training to basically think fast and solve something, so you put it into a different aspect of things. So if you want to get all nerd and technical and start, whatever else, it's a mind teaser is what it is. It's the best thing about it.
Okay, so question though is,
Answer.
But for the mind teasing, and I see what you're saying.
Yes.
like,
Yeah, of
because
course.
if you keep practicing, the further, the harder you go, then it's gonna be easier for you to grasp simple questions.
Right.
Here's what I'm gonna get to though. Is there things that we could use that we do deal with our life, like we were talking about credit and other things, where we could apply that same thing? Because all of us, I think, can agree that later in life you don't really use algebra.
You don't.
I mean, you use maybe this
That's not
division
talking about
mathematics, but you know what I mean. You don't. I'm saying as in when
Right.
when numbers
We
become
only
letters.
use basic math.
But
throughout the
I'm
day.
saying the
Yeah.
majority. But that right there in school is something you have to take at that level. Now I get it to when it gets to multiplication, division,
Right.
and even higher numbers with that. But like I said, once letters and numbers start becoming
Yeah,
together,
the
I
variables
think
and
that's
all
when
that.
it should be like, hey, this is a class that you want to take if you want to be someone higher in power, whether it be
Right.
whether it be
Yeah, of
a
course.
doctor,
Right.
And they will
scientist.
fail you and not
Yeah.
give you a diploma if you don't know that.
Yeah.
Now and see, now here's what I think they should do. Now, yes, teach it. Okay, I'll be honest. I will stick by, not because I'm a math guy or science guy or whatever. Teach kids the basics.
Right.
Teach them.
Agree. 100%.
But teach
100%,
them.
yes.
Teach them basic algebra.
Yeah.
Basic algebra.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Basic algebra.
Basic,
But
yeah.
why though? That's where I have the question.
Well, I get what you're
Just
saying.
in case,
Basic
because when you
algebra
go into
stuff-
college,
Yeah.
because you're going to have to take it into college. So as long as you have, because see, I took.
That-
This is a fantasy we're talking about.
Right.
We're not talking about because
What
if
the-
we go to this school and then damn, college fucks us up. I'm saying if we could change the whole thing.
No.
You wouldn't change anything?
With I think that's where I disagree with you. I think that's
Yeah,
where
me
we need
too.
to make it.
How dare you?
I know.
I'm
right?
offended.
Why don't you be like? And why don't you just leave? I'm like, wow, math got to him, man. He really was a math teacher.
He's got a microphone. I'll take my mic.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
True.
Your wife might beat me too.
But no, I think for most people they don't need that.
They don't,
They don't.
and I do agree.
And also,
I do agree.
And also maybe, but this could be the same argument. You could probably say, yeah, most people don't need to learn 2 languages, or most people, you could go down the line, I guess.
I would argue more
I
that
disagree
you need
with
to
two-
know,
two
yeah, I would
languages.
argue more you need to learn 2
I
languages
agree.
over
I'm
I get you're trying to make an example.
Right.
I got you.
Right,
But I
right.
would. That's my argument.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Go ahead.
But no, that was it from my point. I think it should be an electoral once it gets to a certain part of math.
What's
I
up?
like the basics, but I think if you had to get rid of all the upper level stuff,
Yeah.
you'd have to bring in the auto body shops. You'd have to bring in this.
Yes, bring.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So okay, so if that was an option, then yes, after you have your basic mathematics programs, but that's wherein lies that you have funding issues, you have cuts, you have budget cuts, you have all these things that are basically being screwed. I mean, if you look at the United States in a whole, in terms of education, we suck. We are a glorified third world country, in my opinion.
Of course.
You look
I
at.
think number 1 is an Asian country.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But
That's racist.
this is actually a fact. Can we fact check that? What is the number 1 in education?
I hope it's going to be like Norway.
I will apologize. Yeah,
here's-
I really think it's like China or
Actually,
Japan though.
Canada,
What's
so
that?
MSNBC,
South Korea.
number 1.
There was nothing racist about that.
Jobson.
It's still politically incorrect.
Lucky yes.
I come from a small line of teachers. I come from a family of teachers, cousins, aunts, uncles, they're all teachers, and it really is one of those things to where
It's a thankless job, and I thank you for it. Honestly.
I do what I can. But
Yeah.
truthfully, here's my advice here's my input or output. What do we call it? I'm getting meds. Woo-hoo, tired. Yeah, it's like there's no trade. There's no skills. Kids nowadays they have no skills, and then at one of the schools I was teaching at, I tried to tell the kids find a trade. I mean, and I'm probably one of the few teachers you will meet, and I do not push college. I'm sorry, it's not for everybody. It is not for everybody.
Right.
If you don't want to go to college, fuck it, man, don't go.
Right.
My honest opinion, don't go to college.
Right.
But don't be a drain on society. Don't be a welfare chaser. Don't be that person who has 15 kids and gets paid by all the baby daddies and shit. No, don't do that. Don't be the person who sits in a trailer making, cooking meth, but yet lives off of, Uncle Sam.
By the way, all these people, if you know Premier Coastal Inc., please look for a house. Go ahead.
If you are one of these people,
Yeah, right. But I mean,
I'll let your boy Ryan Singleton at Premier Coastal Link.
but find a trade, man. Like I'm in my 30s and I finally went back to school. I'm working on my bachelor's degree right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Woohoo, thank you. And I'm able to do these things because I figured out what I want to do. Yes, it took me from 18 years old to my 30s to figure out what I wanted to do. I traveled the middle. I was in the military. I was a mechanic. I did all these great things. And I didn't go to college.
I think one point you just made too. You should never plan your life out. It seems like you you would never know where you were going to be at right now at age 18.
I didn't think I'd be alive.
Exactly. I
had a lot of fun.
We should just tell these kids, do not plan your life out. Just
really
do
don't. Have fun, enjoy things.
Absolutely.
Live it, enjoy it, have fun, rock it, whatever else. I mean, yes, my parents get on to me. You could have a savings account. You can still be in the military. You can still do this. Yeah, I can do a lot of those things, but at the same time, I had a 500 horsepower Audi. I had a condo on the beach with an elevator. I mean, shit, hey man, I had a blast. I have a lot of debt to go with that, but I had a lot of
Ghost Hunter season.
I know, right?
It's been great.
But I had a lot of fun. It's the biggest thing, and I try to tell kids nowadays, it's like, look, have fun, do your thing. If you want to go to college, if that's what you feel you want to do, then do it.
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah. When it comes to being a job, it's a great job is one of the things. But the biggest issue, honestly, as a teacher I ever had was never the students. It's always the parents, man. That is my biggest issue.
They think their kids.
Little Johnny's amazing.
Yeah.
Little Johnny's a little shit. I'm sorry.
Not my Johnny. He would never do that.
We got video evidence in the corner that you're little Johnny.
No, it's fake news. It's fake news.
Oh God, I'm sorry, fake news.